Today we're taking a delicious trip down memory lane. We'll explore 7 iconic 1960s party foods that have, unfortunately, faded from our tables. These were the staples of any good party back then, and some might even surprise you. Number 1. Poo-poo platters. Poo-poo platters were a quintessential part of 1960s American party culture, especially during the height of the tiki craze. Originating from Polynesian-themed restaurants like Trader Vic's, the poo-poo platter was a shared appetizer that offered a variety of small bites with an exotic flair. These platters typically included a mix of Americanized Asian and Polynesian-inspired foods, perfect for communal dining and adding an adventurous twist to any gathering. One of the key elements of a poo-poo platter was the variety of textures and flavors. Common items included coconut shrimp, egg rolls, spare ribs, and skewered meats like chicken sauté. Coconut shrimp were often breaded and fried, providing a sweet and crunchy bite. Egg rolls, typically filled with a mixture of pork, cabbage, and other vegetables, were deep-fried to golden perfection, offering a crispy exterior with a savory filling. Spare ribs on a poo-poo platter were often glazed with a sweet and tangy sauce, typically incorporating ingredients like pineapple juice, soy sauce, and brown sugar. These ribs were tender and flavorful, falling off the bone and packed with a sweet savory punch. Chicken sauté skewers, marinated in a mix of coconut milk, curry powder, and other spices, provided a mild yet aromatic flavor that complemented the other items on the platter. Another popular component was rumaki, which consisted of chicken livers and water chestnuts wrapped in bacon and marinated in a soy sauce mixture. This combination created a unique blend of flavors and textures, from the crispness of the bacon to the crunch of the water chestnut and the rich, earthy taste of the liver. The presentation of poo-poo platters was also a significant part of their appeal. They were often served on large, decorative platters with a small hibachi or flame in the center, adding a dramatic and interactive element to the dining experience. Guests could use skewers to grill their food to their liking, enhancing the communal and festive atmosphere. In addition to the savory items, poo-poo platters might also include small portions of exotic fruit like pineapple and mango, adding a refreshing contrast to the rich fried foods. These fruits not only added a burst of color, but also helped cleanse the palate between bites. Number 2. Lipton onion soup dip. Lipton onion soup dip became a party favorite in the 1960s due to its simplicity and addictive flavor. Made from just 2 ingredients, Lipton's onion soup mix and sour cream, it was a quick and easy way to prepare a delicious dip that would please any crowd. The soup mix, introduced by the Lipton Company in the early 1950s, was initially intended to make a convenient onion soup, but its versatility soon became apparent as home cooks began experimenting with it in various recipes. The magic of Lipton onion soup dip lies in the seasoning blend of the soup mix. The mix contains dehydrated onion flakes, salt, onion powder, and a variety of other spices that deliver a burst of umami flavor. When combined with the tangy creaminess of sour cream, it creates a dip that is both savory and satisfying. The dip's texture is creamy with occasional crunchy bits from the rehydrated onion flakes, making it perfect for dipping sturdy chips like Ruffles or vegetables. One of the reasons for the dip's popularity is its convenience. It requires no cooking or advanced preparation, making it an ideal last-minute snack for unexpected guests or a quick addition to a party spread. Additionally, it can be easily customized by adding ingredients such as chopped chives, bacon bits, or shredded cheese to enhance the flavor and texture. Lipton onion soup dip also became a cultural icon, often seen at family gatherings, potlucks, and game day parties. Its nostalgic appeal continues to this day, reminding many of their childhood and family traditions. The dip's enduring popularity can be attributed to its delicious taste, ease of preparation, and the sense of nostalgia it evokes. Over the years, variations of the dip have emerged, but the original recipe remains a favorite. Some modern takes include using Greek yogurt instead of sour cream for a healthier option, or mixing in caramelized onions for a richer, deeper flavor. Despite these innovations, the classic combination of Lipton onion soup mix and sour cream remains a beloved staple in American cuisine. Number 3. Beef Wellington. Beef Wellington is a dish that embodies both elegance and culinary mastery. It features a beef tenderloin, also known as filet mignon, which is renowned for its tenderness and flavor. The beef is first seared to lock in its juices and then coated with a layer of pâté, often made from foie gras, and a duxelle mixture, a finely chopped blend of mushrooms, shallots, and herbs cooked down to a paste. This preparation adds a rich, earthy flavor that complements the beef. The next step involves wrapping the prepared beef in a thin layer of prosciutto, which adds a delicate saltiness and helps keep the moisture in. The entire assembly is then encased in puff pastry, a process that requires precision to ensure the pastry is evenly rolled and completely envelops the beef without any gaps. The pastry serves both as an insulating layer during baking and as a crispy, golden finish to the dish. Beef Wellington is traditionally baked until the pastry is golden brown and the beef inside reaches the desired level of doneness, typically medium rare to medium. This careful timing is crucial. Overcooking can result in a tough, dry beef tenderloin, while undercooking may leave the pastry underdone. To achieve the perfect result, many chefs use a meat thermometer, aiming for an internal temperature of about 125 degrees, 51 degrees, for medium rare after resting. The dish is often served with a rich, flavorful sauce. A classic choice is Madeira sauce, made from Madeira wine, beef stock, and sometimes additional mushrooms and shallots. This sauce enhances the flavors of the beef and pastry, adding an extra layer of complexity to the dish. The origins of beef Wellington are somewhat disputed. Some attribute it to Arthur Wellesley, the first Duke of Wellington, who famously defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo. The story suggests the dish was named in his honor, though there is scant historical evidence to support this claim. Others propose that beef Wellington is a British interpretation of the French filet de bœuf en croûte. Regardless of its exact origins, the dish became a symbol of British haute cuisine and gained widespread popularity in the 1960s, partly due to the influence of culinary icons like Julia Child. Making beef Wellington at home can be a daunting task due to its multiple components and the precision required in timing and assembly. However, its luxurious presentation and the harmonious blend of flavors and textures make it a worthwhile endeavor for special occasions. Modern variations may include different types of mushrooms in the duxelles, the use of truffle oil for an added layer of sophistication, or even a vegetarian version using root vegetables and a mushroom pâté. Number 4. Pimento cheese. Pimento cheese, affectionately known as the pâté of the South, is a creamy and flavorful spread made from shredded cheese, mayonnaise, and pimientos. This simple yet beloved dish has a rich history and cultural significance in Southern cuisine. At its core, pimento cheese consists of sharp cheddar cheese, which provides a robust and tangy base. The cheese is shredded to ensure it blends smoothly with the other ingredients. Mayonnaise is then added to create a creamy texture that makes the spread easy to use on sandwiches or as a dip. The star ingredient, pimientos, are sweet red peppers that add a subtle heat and a distinctive red hue to the mixture. While the basic recipe is straightforward, variations abound. Some recipes incorporate cream cheese for added richness and a smoother texture. Others might include garlic powder, onion powder, or a splash of Worcestershire sauce to enhance the flavor. For those who enjoy a bit of heat, diced jalapenos or a dash of hot sauce can be added. The versatility of pimento cheese allows for endless customization, making it a favorite in many households. Pimento cheese is not only a spread, but also a symbol of Southern hospitality. It is often served at gatherings, parties, and family picnics. It can be found as a filling for sandwiches, a topping for burgers, or a dip for crackers and vegetables. In some Southern restaurants, you might even find it served as an accompaniment to fried green tomatoes or stuffed into celery sticks for a delightful appetizer. The origins of pimento cheese can be traced back to the early 1900s when canned pimientos became widely available in the United States. By the mid-20th century, the dish had firmly established itself in Southern culinary tradition. Its popularity soared in the 1950s and 1960s, becoming a staple in homes across the region. Despite its humble beginnings, pimento cheese has found its way into gourmet kitchens and upscale restaurants. Chefs have reimagined the classic recipe with artisanal cheeses, exotic spices, and innovative presentations. Yet, at its heart, pimento cheese remains a beloved comfort food, cherished for its simplicity and rich, satisfying flavor. Number 5. Porcupine Meatballs. Porcupine meatballs are a nostalgic dish that dates back to the mid-20th century, particularly popular in the 1950s and 1960s. Named for their unique appearance, these meatballs contain rice that protrudes from the surface, resembling the quills of a porcupine. The recipe is straightforward yet ingenious, combining ground beef, uncooked rice, and a savory tomato sauce. To prepare porcupine meatballs, ground beef is mixed with uncooked long-grain rice, an egg for binding, finely chopped onions, and seasonings such as salt, pepper, and garlic powder. The mixture is shaped into small balls, typically about 1 to 1.5 inches in diameter. The use of uncooked rice is crucial as it absorbs the cooking liquid, expanding and protruding through the meatball surface during cooking, which creates the porcupine-like appearance. The meatballs are then browned in a skillet to develop a rich caramelized exterior. After browning, they are simmered in a tomato-based sauce, which often includes tomato soup, tomato sauce, or canned tomatoes, combined with water or beef broth. This simmering process not only cooks the meat thoroughly, but also allows the rice to cook and absorb the flavors of the sauce. The cooking time is typically around 30 to 45 minutes, depending on the size of the meatballs and the type of rice used. It's essential to maintain a gentle simmer to ensure the meatballs remain intact and the rice cooks evenly. The result is a tender, flavorful meatball, with a slightly chewy texture from the rice. Porcupine meatballs are often served with additional sauce spooned over them and can be accompanied by mashed potatoes, steamed vegetables, or a simple green salad. This dish is celebrated for its comforting flavors and its ability to stretch a small amount of meat into a substantial meal, making it both economical and satisfying. Over the years, variations of the classic recipe have emerged. Some cooks add Worcestershire sauce or soy sauce to the meat mixture for an extra depth of flavor. Others might include finely chopped vegetables like bell peppers or celery for added texture and nutrition. The sauce can also be adjusted, with some recipes calling for a touch of brown sugar or vinegar to balance the acidity of the tomatoes. Porcupine meatballs hold a special place in American culinary history, representing the ingenuity and resourcefulness of home cooks during the mid-20th century. They continue to be a beloved comfort food, often passed down through generations and enjoyed by families across the country. Number 6. Cheese straws. Cheese straws are a classic Southern snack, known for their crisp texture and rich, cheesy flavor. Made primarily from sharp cheddar cheese, butter, and flour, these savory treats are often seasoned with cayenne pepper or paprika to add a subtle kick. They are perfect for parties, as an appetizer, or simply as a snack. To make cheese straws, the first step involves grating sharp cheddar cheese, which provides a bold flavor and ensures a smooth mixture when combined with the other ingredients. Softened butter is then mixed with the cheese until it forms a creamy blend. The next ingredient is all-purpose flour, which is gradually added to the cheese and butter mixture to create a dough. For seasoning, a pinch of salt, a dash of cayenne pepper, or paprika can be added to taste. Some recipes also include a small amount of mustard powder for an extra tangy kick. Once the dough is ready, it is rolled out to a thin, even layer on a floured surface. The dough is then cut into long, narrow strips, using a knife, pizza cutter, or a specialized dough cutter to create uniform pieces. These strips are twisted gently to give the cheese straws their characteristic spiral shape. Twisting the dough not only enhances the appearance, but also helps the straws bake evenly and develop a crunchy texture. The prepared cheese straws are then placed on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. They should be spaced slightly apart to allow for even baking. The straws are baked in a preheated oven, typically at around 350 degrees, 175 degrees, for about 12 to 15 minutes, or until they are golden brown and crispy. It's important to keep an eye on them towards the end of the baking time to prevent burning. Cheese straws can be enjoyed warm or at room temperature. They are often served as a party snack alongside cocktails, or as an accompaniment to soups and salads. Their light, crispy texture and cheesy flavor make them a versatile addition to any meal or gathering. In addition to the traditional cheddar cheese version, variations of cheese straws can include different types of cheese such as Parmesan or Gruyere. Some recipes incorporate herbs like rosemary or thyme for added flavor, while others may use a mix of different spices to create unique taste profiles. Cheese straws are a testament to the simplicity and versatility of classic Southern cooking. With just a few basic ingredients, they deliver a satisfying and flavorful snack that has been enjoyed for generations. Whether made for a special occasion or as a quick homemade treat, cheese straws continue to be a beloved part of Southern culinary tradition. Number 7. Sidecar Cocktail. The Sidecar Cocktail is a classic, elegant drink with a storied history and a perfect balance of flavors. It typically consists of cognac, orange liqueur, such as Cointreau or Triple Sec, and freshly squeezed lemon juice. This cocktail is known for its refreshing citrus notes and warming brandy base, making it a favorite in both sophisticated bars and home settings. To prepare a sidecar, the ingredients are combined in a cocktail shaker filled with ice. The standard proportions are usually equal parts of each ingredient, though some variations may slightly adjust the ratios to taste. A common recipe includes 1.5 ounces of cognac, 1 ounce of orange liqueur, and 0.75 ounces of lemon juice. The mixture is shaken vigorously until well chilled, and then strained into a chilled cocktail glass, often a coupe or martini glass. One distinguishing feature of the sidecar is its sugared rim, which adds a touch of sweetness to contrast with the tart lemon juice and the strong flavors of the cognac and liqueur. To create the sugared rim, a lemon wedge is typically rubbed around the edge of the glass, which is then dipped into a plate of superfine sugar. This preparation not only enhances the drink's presentation, but also adds a pleasant sweetness with each sip. The sidecar's origins are somewhat debated, but it is generally believed to have been invented in the early 20th century. One popular story credits its creation to an American Army captain stationed in Paris during World War I, who would ride to a local bar in the sidecar of a motorcycle, hence the name. Another theory suggests that the drink was first mixed at the Ritz Hotel in Paris. Regardless of its exact origins, the sidecar quickly gained popularity and became a staple of the roaring 1920s cocktail scene. The cocktail's appeal lies in its balance and versatility. Cognac provides a rich, smooth base with notes of oak and vanilla, while the orange liqueur adds a sweet, citrusy complexity. The lemon juice brings a bright, tangy freshness that ties the ingredients together. This harmonious blend makes the sidecar a versatile drink suitable for various occasions, from casual gatherings to formal events.